What is up, everybody? The Red Dragon here, and this time we are talking about taxes. And so, yes, it's a little different, but I think this one is going to be full of some information that's going to save a few people who watch this a lot of money. So for me, it's well worth it, and so I hope you benefit from it. So this is geared towards anybody who's curious as to how it works as far as YouTube and taxes go, and also especially this is geared for you all who actually have a YouTube channel of your own, or maybe you're thinking about starting one and you're looking at the financial situation from it. So if you have a quote normal job, you go out to a 9-to-5 place and gather a paycheck, then taxes are normally deducted from that paycheck throughout the week. So a lot of people end up having extra money taken out, and so that's why at the end of the year they get money whenever it comes tax time. A lot of people think, oh, look, I'm glad it's tax time because I get all this money from the government. No, that was actually just money you loaned to them, and they were able to use it with and get interest and all sorts of stuff, and now they're just handing it back to you, the extra that you put in. So anyway, so if you work a 9-to-5 job, that's how it works. But if you do YouTube and you get a check, you don't have taxes taken out. So the way it works is at the end of the tax year, you have to go figure up how much money you made and then pay taxes on that. So being a YouTuber during tax time isn't a very good experience. And so anyway, I know a few people probably found out this past year how bad it sucked because they might have ended up having to pay in a good bit of money. So today I'm going to give you some tips. These are all completely legal, and I would advise you to still go talk to a tax person. Just don't take my word for it. And I wouldn't even, I would go talk to a tax person anyway, especially when I'm filing something like this, because it's just kind of handy to have some insurance and some people in your corner when the mob comes, or if the mob comes, to give you a shakedown to make sure they get all the money from your work. So here are some tips on making sure that you take all the deductions that you can. So what this is, deductions are is money that you've invested into your business. So this is money that we're going to take away from the top amount that we made. So we honestly didn't make as much money as what we were given, because a lot of that money we had to invest back into our business. So here are some things that you can deduct. So first off, did you buy a computer? Did you buy a new gaming rig? Did you buy Xbox One or a PlayStation 4 to do recording? Well, you can deduct that from your taxes. So that is your work machine. Also, any software that you buy for that machine, you can deduct from your taxes as long as you're covering it for your business. And also with the PC, if you get like Sony Vegas or any other programs, things like that, all of that software, even if you're buying software to even, keep up with your taxes and keep up with all your outgoing expenses, you can also deduct that as well. Also, your home. Do you own or rent your home? And how many rooms do you use for your business? So maybe in one room you have a green screen set up, so you do vlogs and everything in that room. Maybe in another room you've got your TV and your gaming rig and your recording software. So you go to a tax person, they can take a percentage of your home and write that off. So your monthly home payments, they can deduct part of that off. Same thing goes for electricity. You need electricity to run all these devices. Also, your phone. I check my phone all the time for my business. I'm checking my email, seeing what's going on. I'm contacting, different publishers and talking with them at times. And so I'm also, keeping up with the social networks as well, making sure that I'm staying in touch with my viewers and keeping them up to date with the latest news. And I'm also reading the latest news all the time. So I need to have this device on me. So part of my phone, part of my plan, all that free game. If you've bought any cameras, you've bought any microphones, anything that you buy, including graphics. Maybe you paid somebody to make you a YouTube banner. Maybe you're starting up your own website. Well, now all of a sudden, now you've got graphics. You've got to do a webmaster probably. You've got to pay server fees every month. All of this, you add it all up. And when you start adding this all up, it really is a lot of money that you invest back into your business. So you want to make sure, because you're the one that worked for this money, you want to make sure that you're not having to pay any more in than you have to actually do. And I've seen this boat sink some people because they don't take the deductions that they need to, and they end up paying a lot more in than what they need. And it's not like you're screwing anybody, because this is legitimate money that you invested back in. And, so anything that you can think of that is directly tied or related in with your work, then you can deduct this. And of course, it's not just for YouTube. This goes for any type of business that you're doing out there. Say you go on some trip, say you go to E3 or you go to Gamescoms or PAX East. Now you're talking a plane trip, transportation, food, hotel. All of this, just make sure that you do keep up with all your receipts. Make sure that you can prove, if the mob does come to give you a shakedown, that you did indeed use and purchase all of these things. So you can't just make this stuff up, but if you do have it, make sure you're taking advantage of it. Now, I haven't went this far, but I believe that you can even get a banner and put it on your vehicle, and now you can, use some of your mileage, or if, you have costs that do with upkeep for your vehicle, now you're using your vehicle for transportation for your business, and now it's an advertisement placement as well. So there's a lot of things you can do. I would advise you highly, if you're doing this though, pay a little extra. I would get the insurance and make sure I go to somebody who's certified, who knows what they're doing. That way they're going to be in your corner, and if something does come up and they want to look at the records. But you should have no problem, because all of this is entirely legal, and these are the expenses that you invested back into your business. You worked hard for this, and I just want to see people, make sure that they're keeping as much as their keep as what they deserve. And in all honesty, I believe, everybody should keep everything that they make. I don't understand. I've always hated the income tax, the fact that you can tax somebody's labor. I don't mind paying taxes on things because stuff has to get done, but taxing your labor, now you put in a lot of hours and times, and a lot of people don't understand and definitely don't appreciate the amount of time that goes into a lot of times making videos and uploading. Just to make a 10-minute video, you're talking 30 or 40 minutes, and rendering time sometimes, that's not uncommon, a lot of times longer if you don't have a fast computer. And then you're talking, another 20-30 minutes uploading, and then it takes time to write out all the descriptions and the tags and to do your research and your homework and editing. So all of this, then you have to get your gameplay footage. A lot of time is invested in this. And so that's why I wanted to put out this video. Make sure, if you're putting in the hard work, that you're keeping as much of your hard work as possible. And also another thing, and you can talk to your tax person about this as well, if you didn't do this for the past years, you can actually go back and back file for a few years. I'm not sure exactly what the rules are, but again, that's why you should go and talk to somebody who can direct you into the right path. So if you enjoyed this video, if you learned something new, you hadn't thought of some of these things, then I would definitely appreciate you liking it and sharing it with anybody who you think it can help out. That does it for me, The Red Dragon. Stay tuned for more knowledge bombs coming soon. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.